If you've been treating your sciatica like a tight muscle, stretching it, foam rolling it, massaging it, and it's still not getting better, there's a reason. You might not actually have a muscle problem at all. There are 3 signs that tell you that your sciatica is actually coming from the disc, not just the piriformis or the hamstring muscle. And if that's the case, everything that you've been doing to loosen it up could be the reason why it's not getting better. Today I'm going to show you the 3 signs and what to do differently if this is you. I'm Dr. Alex Dunlop. I'm a chiropractor who helps people reverse chronic sciatica and nerve pain without relying on medication long term. Now, if this is your first time here, subscribe. Every video that I post goes after the root cause, not just the symptoms. Most people get told it's your piriformis or it's a tight muscle without ever being checked for the alternative. And I understand why. Muscle tightness is the simple explanation. It's the first thing that anyone assumes when there's pain in the glute that runs down the leg. But the sciatic nerve can be irritated at 2 very different points. Down at the piriformis in the muscle or up at the source where the nerve roots exit at the spine at L4, L5, and S1. That's the disc level. If the real problem is at the disc and you keep treating it like a muscle, stretching it, digging into the glute with a lacrosse ball, aggressively foam rolling, then you're not actually fixing the source. In some cases, you're aggravating it because a lot of the muscle-focused treatments involves forward bending and hip flexion, which loads the disc even more. This is why some people do all the right things for a piriformis problem and get nowhere. It was never the piriformis in the first place. So here are the 3 signs that point to the disc. Sign number 1, your pain gets worse with sitting, bending forward, coughing, or sneezing. This is one of the clearest signals there is. When you sit, bend forward, cough, or sneeze, the pressure inside the disc goes up. If a disc is bulging or irritated at the nerve root, that spike in pressure pushes directly on the nerve, and you feel it immediately as a sharp increase in pain or a jolt down the leg. A tight piriformis doesn't behave this way. Muscle tightness doesn't usually spike sharply just because you sneezed. If you're sitting for 20 minutes and it makes it worse, or a hard cough sends a jolt down your leg, that's a disc signature, not a muscle one. Sign number 2, your pain and numbness follow a specific line below the knee, not a general area in the glute. Muscle-related sciatic irritation tends to stay higher up, deep in the glute, sometimes in the upper thigh, often described as a dull ache or tightness. Disc-related nerve root irritation tends to travel further down and more precisely. It follows the path of a specific nerve root, often down the outer calf into the top of the foot for L5, or down the back of the calf into the heel or sole for S1. There's frequently numbness or tingling in a specific strip of skin, not a vague area. So if you can trace a clear line of numbness or shooting pain from your lower back, past your knee into a specific part of your foot, that's the nerve root talking. That's a disc sign, not a muscle sign. Sign number 3, lying down and extending your back gives you relief while bending forward makes it worse. This is one of the most useful self-tests that there is, and almost nobody's told about it. So lie on your stomach, prop yourself up on your forearms so that your lower back gently arches, and hold for a minute. If that position eases the pain, or if your symptoms move from the foot back up towards your spine, that's called centralization, and it's a strong sign that a disc issue is responding to a change in position. A tight piriformis generally doesn't care whether you're arched or rounded. A disc almost always does. If backward bending feels better and forward bending feels worse, that's your disc telling you exactly what it needs. Quick pause here. If you're ready to take this further, I have a full protocol at thesciaticafix.com. It's a step-by-step at-home sciatica relief program that walks you through everything. Nutrition, supplements, exercises, daily habits in the exact right order. And it comes with a full 30-day money-back guarantee. So if it doesn't work for you, you pay nothing. Link is in the description below. Go check it out and then come back. If one or more of these signs sound like you, the approach has to change. Phase 1 is about reducing the pressure on the disc, not stretching around it. Gentle prone extension, lying face down, propping up on your forearms, easing into it. Pelvic tilts to restore movement without loading the disc forward, avoiding prolonged sitting and forward bending since both increase the exact pressure that's irritating the nerve root. Phase 2 is about controlled movement. So once the nerve root irritation has started to calm down, short, frequent walks, careful nerve glides done slowly, never pulling into pain. This is where you gently start reintroducing motion, but always checking, does this centralize the pain or does it push it further down the leg? This is also where gentle wobble cushion work comes in. Sitting on a wobble cushion and making small, slow control tilts, forward and back, side to side, rotation, that pumps fluid in and out of the disc. This is called imbibition, and it's how a healthy disc actually gets its nutrients. Since disc has almost no direct blood supply, small controlled movements is what feeds it. This is the wobble cushion that I use with my own patients. Link to purchase is in the description below. And phase 3 is about rebuilding stability around the spine. So once the disc irritation has started to settle and the symptoms are no longer traveling below the knee, that's when core and hip strengthening work happen, the kind that actually protects the disc long term. The mistake that almost everyone makes is starting with muscle focused stretching when the actual problem is the disc under pressure. Same symptom, completely different solution. The 3 signs it's a disc, not a muscle. 1, pain that spikes with sitting, bending, coughing, or sneezing. 2, pain and numbness that trace a specific line below the knee. And 3, relief with backwards bending, worse with forward bending. If any of that sounds like you, stretching the piriformis harder isn't going to fix it. Now, if you're dealing with sciatica and you want the complete step-by-step system that I use with my patients, visit thesciaticfix.com. It works you through phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 in the right order, exactly the way that I use it with my patients. Link is in the description below. Subscribe if this helped. I post every week and it's always about getting to the root cause, and I'll see you in the next one.